Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to the next episode review of Old Country Bumpkin. Um, Old Country Bumpkin to Master Swordsman, episode 9. And I would say, once again, another sweet episode. I mean, just the further development of the chemistry between Beryl and Mewi, right? The father-daughter relationship has been very sweet, and I've been really enjoying that, it shows that Beryl just being trying to be the best dad that he can to Mewi, and wearing it. He wear this guy. He wears his heart on this guy wears his heart on his sleeve. He cares a lot for Mewi, and just because he just wants to have the best for her, and so by doing this, like how earlier in this episode where, they're in their house and Beryl he drops his one of his mugs, right, one of those old mugs, and it's chipped, right? And so Mewi, thinking, hey, okay, we can try to get you a new one. And then she has stuff for her because she's gonna be going to school, the magic school where they recommend her to go to, and she's got her uniform, she's got her textbooks, and just try to be careful with the books because you say if you break it you buy it, right? So, but she doesn't have a one of those school bags, like how you see it how all the times in Japanese they always wear those book bags, they always carry with them, She doesn't have like one of those, right? So Beryl, he wants, basically he wants to have Mewi have the best, right? Best stuff, right? So he goes to one of the stores that sells those school bags. He finds a really nice one, and it costs quite a bit. Like was that like 95,000? I don't know what the money is in this reality though, but it would have to be equivalent to like about, well, in U.S. money, maybe it'd be a few hundred though, or in Japan they would be like 1,000 something like yen or something like that, But he really wants to get her a nice bag, so he goes with one of his former students, Serena, offers a job for him. He'll go with her to wrangle up this or to wrangle up this white horse, for to take to the royal guild, for because there's these royal people are coming, so they need a white horse. So she wants to bring him with her to get this white horse, and he'll get paid for it. So they go out into the woods, and they find the horse, and it's a very smart horse. It's because it knows how like to dodge the traps, or when they're tossing the rope, it knows how to get out of the way. It knows how to avoid them, and it knows how to like get away, like jumping over cliffs and stuff. All right, so it's a very smart horse, and so. But then when him and Beryl, the horse and Beryl, they're on this one part, it collapses, and they're surrounded by rapid waters. So Beryl, he takes a sword, with one swipe clean, cuts a tree down, and he almost falls, but the horse saves him. And instantly, the horse is now like instantly bonded with Beryl. So he's already been tamed himself to beat the. It's already bonded with Beryl. That's what I say. It's already nice to him. So they get the horse, and now will I see the horse again? I don't know, because it'll be with a guild, but it shows it's taking a liking to Beryl though. But we'll see on that though. And then afterwards, he got a nice pay for it, and he bought the real nice school bag. And she's happy with it, and it looks nice when she's carrying on her back. And then with Mewi, she goes and gets a new ceramic mug for Beryl, and he said because he's like because he says it tastes different with the old mug, and with this new mug, the drink tastes very good when it's in it, I guess so. So and he's really happy with it. Oh, this thing's really good, and so he's very happy. I do like I appreciate the whole father daughter relationship these two have, and I think it's become one of the highlights of the show for me. And I also just love the fact that now you just like how a real father would see his little girl go off on the first day of school, right? Just waiting at the bus stop, right? Wait for the bus to show up and just see her just get on the bus and just ride on the way to school. It's like the same. It's like the same thing happens here. He like a father. He sees his little girl off to school as she boards the bus to school. Well, here it's a carriage though, but it's the same principle. It's just she wears the new uniform and he's standing with her waiting for the bus to show up, and he sees her off and as she boards the bus on her first day of school. That that I just really liked. I really liked the really sweet moments between these two. I really enjoy. That's why I thought it was well written, especially in the character, especially with the relationship between Beryl and Mewi. I would see it as a bit a fun father daughter relationship that I haven't seen in a while. So yeah, he really does care for her, raising her, basically helping her like as his own. Of course, like I said from back in the beginning, how his dad wanted her to tell him, "Hey, we want grandkids. You're in your mid-40s, you're still living with us." So, but hey, what? Maybe he doesn't need to. He already has basically adopted a daughter on his own. So, but yeah, that was really nice. How he's just able to see her off on her first day of school. That was really fun. That was really sweet. And then Lucia back at the Capitol, right? That the royals are here and they want them to meet them, and and it ends with and then it ends with there's a guy and girl, and the girl named Rose. Her name is Rose, and she just happens to be another. She happens to be another one of Beryl's former students. It's like, hey, master, and then Alicia's her face is like, huh? It's like the expression of surprise, right? When she hears it, hey, master, and then Beryl's like, Rose. So enter another one of Beryl's former students. So there's and then Lucia's face is like, what? Yeah, that was kind of funny too, though. So, and I just really enjoy the series. It's been a very good series for me to watch, and like I said, I don't know why people are complaining about this. Why? Because it's not a full faithful adaptation of the manga or novels, whatever. But it's not really surprising because it's like same thing with the Marvel comic books, like in the MCU, right? How they change characters reluctantly from the comics, right? It's not really a surprise for me, Well, things I never read the manga or novels of this series, so I don't really know. But as far as the series I watch right now, I really enjoy it nonetheless, though. And I thought the voice cast that they did a very good job, and once again, I thought it was well written for all I could say, though. So, but yeah, but the highlights have become basically is from one of the highlights of the shows for me is the father daughter relationship between Beryl and Mewi, and I thought it's been very sweet, Like I said, Beryl, he wears his heart on his sleeve. He goes at extreme lengths to get her the best stuff for her school, And I thought it was very sweet. That's become one of the highlights, like I said. So, but now we have another former student introduced. So, but see what goes from there, though. But it's very fun show. I just don't get what the anime community is thinking about what the criticism on this show. I don't know why they're being any harsh on it. I have no idea why. Guys, I think it's been a very fun series so far. So, but yeah, but that's episode 9. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. We'll see you next time. Later.